in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, not a ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I never sold pack for the stack, never lied on the rap, got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass the vibe, doing 80 to the house, then I hit him to the sky, change haters on a tirade. Talking to the crib in the face, be still, like that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bit. Take a sip till I pass out. I'm trying to get grip, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's cap. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write to give a piece of myself to the page, I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
From the glass in the mirror, yeah. Do it at me, old man, trying to pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see that, then he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear I'm talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, tell me reckless, gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.
Light it up, ah, light it up, well, well, oh, light it up, ah, light it up, well, well,
Good morning, people. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. James Bubba Williams, DJ X3C is in the building. Good morning to all of you. Glad to see your bright and smiling, shining faces and all that other good stuff, man. Hey, y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's about to go down. We're in the pre-show right now. Main show coming up next. Y'all stay tuned. Good morning, y'all. Let me see. Make sure I got that. Oh, and then Big can bring my There we go, yeah.
Close the match cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you. From the inside out, so right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it out. It's your time. Oh, cheers to all the haters, cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse. it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to run it out. It's your time, oh. If you're on the bus, say yeah, yeah. If you're on the train, say yeah, yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah, yeah. Everybody's going somewhere, yeah. Young or old, I really don't care, yeah. Life has never really been fair, yeah. So put your fist up in the air, yeah. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now.
I don't care what nobody say.
Time to run it out. Still
One of the best damn songs ever created, and for it to be a non-copyright song, it doesn't get the credit it deserves. So shout out to Revel Day for Still Fly, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning again, everybody. It's good to see your bright smiling faces. Before we go any further, let's see who we got in the chat this morning. Shout out Nat A. Good morning. Nat Sean Payne. Good morning to you. Kareem Ransom is there. Paige Larson, what's going on? Did I say Taylor yet? Hey, Taylor, good morning to you. Brandy Nuance, what's up, let me see. HBX says, my morning just got a whole lot better. Thanks, DJ X. I appreciate that. Jonathan Guerrero, what's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. Angela Jones. Hola, ¿cómo está? Legala Deville, what's going on? Lily, good morning, sweet Lily. I love you too. Yvette Darren over there on Facebook. Welcome, Sheila Blessing. Good morning. Sarah Layla is in the building. Hollywood 2000. Tyler Hackner, Stream Elements, Stream Yard. All in the building this morning, man. Y'all stay tuned. We got a pretty damn good show coming up. I'm guessing, you know how we go. We make it do what it do. Brother Ben is in the building, man. Coach 22, good morning. Gonna play a couple of more songs for y'all, and then we're gonna get this damn show started. Good morning, y'all. Good to see y'all. Hey, 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 hey.
I'm a little bit naughty. I'm a little bit too consumed, but every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer.
Right, Tiger. Yeah. Right, Tiger.
Crazy. It's been days, but you never change.
It's to all the media, though. Y'all know how it goes, because the rhetoric was out there. They had to get him out in the public eye. But we'll talk about that, okay?
Yeah. Come a little bit closer. Yeah. So all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly. I'm too fly. Bye-bye. 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 You're a little bit selfish. You get mad every time you lose. You can't take me with you. I'm scared you're gonna blow your fuse. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, I can really start over. Yeah, in the back of my mind, there's someone waiting on me. You're just wasting my time because you're scared and lonely. Finally got some closure. Yeah, I can finally start over. Yeah, so all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly. I'm too fly. Bye-bye. 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 Here's to the memories. Cheers to who used to be. Your friend said that you left me. I'm glad that's what you believe. ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right. Put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. To fly.
That was called a washing machine, y'all.
I just wanna get lost. It's the only thing I wanna do.
Close 22, as if I roller skate. In my dreams, Close. In my dreams. I want to learn though, but the way this hip set up, I think I'm gonna pass.
You don't know what I am worth. Your words are like bullets now. Sometimes they hurt. I stay high when bullets fly. Out of reach, won't be coming down. I can't wait till it's over. I can't wait till it ends. You got a chip on your shoulder, and I don't need to pretend that we are alright. I won't spend the night.
When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. I promise you'll never leave me. When it comes to you and me, there's no one else I'd rather be with.
Good morning, good morning, good morning again, everybody. Y'all are now rocking with DJ Xclusive. I gotta do my own drops because I ain't made none yet, but I do them live, so yeah. Shout out to everybody that's joining us, man. Laney Lou, good morning to you. Orange G Swag Sports. Woo, the Labor Day Classic. I gotta do a day party after this is over with. I'm trying to make it back to catch as much of the game as I can. Y'all stay tuned, man. We're gonna get the show started real soon. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, mama. Love you, mean it. What up, Papa?
When I get you back, oh yeah.
You're not even right, Orangey. You're not even right.
When I get you back, oh yeah.
Priscilla in the building. Good morning, Priscilla.
Cause I don't wanna lose you. I hope you feel that way too. No, I don't wanna lose you. Baby, don't go. Oh, when I get you back, oh yeah.
Dale Soul, good morning to you, Dale.
You'll never leave me when it comes to you and me.
morning, good morning, good morning again, everybody. We thank y'all so much for tuning in this morning. We're going to get this doggone show started. But of course, before we do, I got to give y'all some dad jokes. I got to, especially because I've been missing the last, oh my gosh, almost 3 episodes of BBC, and that is Beard Bonnet Chronicles for you nasty suckers out there. But Beard Bonnet Chronicles, I've been Thursdays, I don't know what's been going on. It's like I've had 2 DJing events on Thursdays and then doctor's appointments. So it's been going crazy. Thursdays is just all over the place. But I promise I will be here this Thursday coming up. Beard Bonnet Chronicles, I'll be here. Granted, I have a DJing event, but I am going to be here at 1 p.m., so I'll see y'all then. Anywho, what do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both parasites. Parasites. All right, y'all not feeling it. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. Sophisticated. Okay. This will be in. Dear Math, grow up and solve your own problems. What did the ocean say to the beach? What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved. This is my last one. What has more letters than the alphabet? What has more letters than the alphabet? The post office. Like it or not, y'all, it's Orpheus, I love you too. What's going on, Charlie? Good morning, y'all.
I want you and I can't wait. Don't want to spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love.
Y'all know y'all love me. Stop playing with me.
Come give me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're my baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss.
I know, mother. I know.
When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
We gotta do the church back.
So give me all you got right now. I know I'm blessed, baby. So come give me love. You know you're my baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love. Don't you love me?
Hey.
I hate you, Ben.
So come give me
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Good morning. And real quick, man, before Benjamin Dixon starts to roll that show, I don't trust trees. They seem shady. Like it or not, it's about to go down.
26, Carter G. Woodson gave us Black History Week. Now, almost 100 years later, many of us are still stuck in the month of February. But our legacy, it doesn't just fit into 28 days. The Black Heritage Day app is here to change all of that. It brings Black history to your fingertips every single day of the year. Based on years of research by Dr. Carl Mack, our historian, our griot, just 3 minutes a day, that's all it takes to read, learn, and listen to an oral narrative of your history.
Indeed, the Southern states went to war over the rights for each of the 11 Confederate states to own our ancestors.
To connect with your roots, to teach your children the truth they won't get in school.
In total, he is credited with 28 other inventions. But as a Black inventor, he struggled to gain.
Learn why New Year's Day was once considered the most dreaded day of the year.
Parents were separated from their children, siblings separated, and spouses separated from one another. And today, America has the nerve to lecture us about the status of the Black family.
Understand the political journey of Black America from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party.
It marked the beginning of Blacks' departure from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party. And here's why we switched.
Dive into culture and triumph like Sidney Poitier's blockbuster film success. And so much more. From heartbreak to triumph. From January 1st to December 31st. This app is more than a download. It's a movement. It's a community of Black families raising their kids on truth and on legacy. Download the Black Heritage Day app for free in the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store. This isn't just an app. It is a daily celebration of who we are.
Work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it. Brother Ben, what's going on, sir? Good
DJ
morning to you.
Xclusive. Listen, those two songs, man, Revel Day and King Sis, man, those things are bops to the end of bop history. I can't help it. Those things are jams, man.
Look, man, I might have to start spinning those at my normal events, like just put them out there to see what the crowd says, because when I tell you, I love the crap out of them songs, dude.
Man, look, ain't nothing. First of all, it's Go for King Sis. Give me your love, babe. And then that thing be rocking. How you doing this Saturday morning, man?
Man, I'm tired, boss, but I'm here. I'm alive, I'm breathing, and I'm blessed. And thank you, Jesus, for all the blessings.
You know who else is alive? You know who else is alive? Donald Trump is alive.
He's alive, y'all. I mean, this is what I feel, Ben. And I figured after all the talk and everything that I saw this morning about they're speculating that Trump is dead, Trump is this, or he's not dead but dying. Yeah. But of course, he had to pop out at the golf course just to show that he's alive. Y'all knew this was gonna happen. I still think tomorrow he's gonna be dead. I'm Lord, forgive me. I don't wish death on nobody, but Who, Lord?
Man, look, I don't wish death on anybody either, man. But let me tell you something, man. It was the funniest thing on the internet last night, seeing how many people, how many different ways people were celebrating the sheer possibility of Donald Trump being dead, and all the Kamala memes that came out as a result of it, man. It really just shows you like how many people truly despise this man, and rightfully so.
Absolutely.
Like one guy was saying that he felt bad. There it is. I make great for a husband now. I make great for a husband now.
I make great for husband Donald. My husband Donald is dead. He's not dead. He is alive.
I really don't care. I really don't care. Remember that, Jay?
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh man. Conservatives watching Trump is dead trending, and the absolute sheer amount of people liking it. It was like 2 million people on Twitter alone going in celebrating the fact that Donald Trump just could possibly, and then they found out that he wasn't.
You starting early, man. You about to make me spit coffee everywhere. Man, look, already, dude.
Bro, like, have you ever seen somebody be so celebrated pre-death? Like it's not that, you know, and it's hard for me because I'm a pastor and I'm like, I shouldn't. And honestly, I didn't participate. I didn't tweet about it. I didn't gloat in it. I didn't revel in it. But I sure read every single one of them tweets and laughed my pastor butt off, man. It was hilarious.
That part, man, because I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I mean, after hearing what he did with revoking Kamala's Secret Service, I'm like, what if he is dying? What if that was one of the last things that he decided to do before he ultimately kicked the bucket? Okay, just the evil ass man. But let's be honest, man. Have y'all seen the bruises on his hand? Because I saw one like earlier this week, dude. And I'm just like, what is that?
Has anybody like actually like diagnosed what causes bruises like that?
Oh my gosh, I don't know where that clip is, but there was this doctor that did a review. He like looked at everything, his ankles, his hands, and said it's some kind of disease or cancer that he has that will cause him to be out of there within like a few months, basically is what they said. I'm gonna see if I can find that clip, because when I heard it, I was like, oh, is that real?
Look, and then JD Vance didn't make it any better this week. So you got okay. So no, go ahead.
No, bro, you got it, man. That was up, and then JD Vance with his comments. Go ahead, brother.
Look, no, here it is. I'm going to share the video of it because you got to remember in context. Now, JD Vance was the last person to be with the Pope. The Pope died. Pope Francis died maybe 4 hours after meeting JD Vance. So when JD Vance starts talking about people dying, you know, it's something evil in that man that causes it to happen. But I guess it wouldn't be evil if it happened to Trump. Here he is in this interview. Listen to him.
Be away from the presidency. And your boss is one of the oldest people to ever be sworn into the office. You're going to be second in line. Are you ready to assume the role of commander-in-chief? And why should Americans trust you to lead the country?
Well, I've gotten a lot of good on-the-job training over the last 200 days, but I'll also say that the president is in incredibly good health. He's got incredible energy. And while most of the people who work in the United States are younger than he is, I think that we find that he actually is the last person who goes to sleep. He's the last person making phone calls at night, and he's the first person who wakes up and the first person making phone calls in the morning. So yes, things can always happen. Yes, terrible tragedies happen, but I'm very confident the President of the United States is in good shape, is going to serve out the remainder of his term and do great things for the American people. And if, God forbid, there's a terrible tragedy, I can't think of better on-the-job training than what I've gotten over the last 200 days.
So everybody said there's a little bit of issue with the with
I
the
thought it
audio.
was me.
Weird.
Yeah, it was like poppy.
Yeah, I'm hearing that popping too. I'm not sure where that's come. So apparently it's on my side somewhere. But anyway, we'll make it past. It won't be the first thing we have to make it past. But as you mentioned earlier this week, he revoked the Secret Service protection for Kamala Harris, and before any conservative in the audience gets their knickers in a twist in a bunch, most vice presidents only get 6 months of additional Secret Service protection after they leave office. But Dick Cheney, George W. Bush's vice president. He got it extended well beyond that by President Barack Obama as a courtesy, I'm assuming. And you got to really think about it, right? In context of the times, what happened, we're in totally different times right now, man. We're living in a time of political violence. And for him to revoke that from Kamala Harris, especially when you consider the murders of the assassination, right, of those Minnesota Democratic politicians, Melissa Hortman, her husband, the MAGA assassin killed Melissa Hortman, the husband, the family dog, and then he went and shot another senator, Democratic senator, and his wife. Those two individuals survived, but Melissa Hortman and her husband, they died. And this is the landscape we're in. Like, we're really in the landscape where people are doing political violence. Yeah. And so if your boy Dick Cheney can get additional coverage of Secret Service from Barack Obama, no less, during more peaceful times, what is it to keep President or Vice President Kamala Harris protected, and what is it for him to remove it when we're living in a politically dangerous time? Absolutely. Here's an article. Trump cancels Kamala Harris' Secret Service detail that was extended by undisclosed Biden order. President Donald Trump revoked Kamala Harris' Secret Service protection on Thursday, according to a copy of a letter reviewed by CNN. Former presidents receive Secret Service protection for life. Harris, as a former vice president, received 6 months of protection after leaving office, according to federal law. That period ended on July 21st. However, her protection had been extended for an additional year via a directive not made public until now. Again, she's not the first vice president to have her protection extended. In fact, that was Dick Cheney. And here we are, Donald Trump making this. And this is not the first person he's removed Secret Service protection from. He's moved Secret Service protection from General Mark Milley, former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He's removed it from John Bolton. He's removed it from the Bidens. He's removed it, not Joe Biden. He can't remove it from Joe Biden, but he's removed it from quite a few people. And what he's doing is he's showing very clearly that he's willing to use the lack of protection, or more precisely, like being exposed to violence and danger. He's using that as a political tool. Like, one way to silence your enemies is to make them fear for their lives.
Yep. And he's doing exactly what everybody said he would. He is going after all of his opponents or anybody that said anything about him. He's going after them like a spoiled ass kid who's like, I got money and I'm going to be able to do what the hell I want to do, and I'm going to get you back.
Yeah. I got money. I got control. I got power. I've got the Secret Service. I control all of this, and I'm going to, and literally, I mean, that's what he's doing. It looks like he is pushing up against anybody and everybody whoever opposed him, whether they opposed him politically, whether they opposed him in the legal system, whatever the case may be, he's going after. So, you kind of got to understand when people think that he's dying, to watch an evil person die, it's kind of like hearing Kissinger, former Secretary of State during the Vietnam War, who presided over the killing of hundreds of thousands of Vietnam citizens, women and children. And that demon lived until last year. But when he died, I mean, the internet erupted and celebrated because, like, ding dong, the witch is dead. Like, you celebrate. you celebrate the death of evil people.
It's like Wicked, but like in 2025 in America. Yeah. But at this point, we're not rooting for the evil witch. We want this evil witch to go ahead and get hit by a house. Right.
So yeah. Now, if we're gonna dive into the nuances of Wicked and how they understood, I have to take my metaphor back, my comparison back, because Elphaba, right? Is it Elphaba? Elphaba. She was actually the good person. Right. You know how propaganda works, especially white supremacist propaganda against green people. I mean, look how they act against black people. You see how they act against green people. Like, that's it. So it wasn't the best metaphor I gave, but it worked good because you said the Wizard of Oz. That's different. That wicked witch. Yeah, put a house on her. That's right.
Go ahead, put a house on her. Take them shoes.
Here's Charlie. Charlie said, fun fact. Henry Kissinger is still dead. Wow. Y'all making me read really bad stuff. I'm supposed to be really nice. But I can't help it. All right, let's listen to this doctor and let me know if the audio is bad. We'll kill it and we'll just talk this morning. But let's listen to this doctor as he explains what is going on with Donald Trump and the bruising on his hands, as well as his cankles that look like the size of like bags of potatoes. Like
what's he called them? Cankles mix something.
Cankles mix taco tits or something like that.
Cankles mix taco tits.
We got to get that video too. Here's a doc. Let's listen to this doctor. Let's see what he says.
The president's congestive heart failure is getting worse. I'm a home health physical therapist with a doctorate in my field.
How's that
I
audio?
see congestive heart failure patients on a daily basis. The reason I know that he has congestive heart failure is because of the swelling in his feet and ankles. And the reason I know it's getting worse is because he's sitting behind the desk on camera now. He lashed out against MSNBC for giving him hash about his ankles. This is how we know that something is true, because it gets to Trump. Remember recently where he was talking about going to heaven for some fucking reason? He says, people said I'm not doing very well. I don't think he's talking about the media. I think he's talking about the doctors who are treating him. The only reason his health has been maintained at all is because he has the privilege of getting IV diuretics, spironolactone, Lasix, Bumex, something like that. That's why his hands have been bruised and covered with makeup. Badly, I might add. We know that it's getting worse because he knows he cannot hide the degree of swelling. That's why he's sitting behind the desk. Oh, he also has chronic kidney disease, which is also contributing to the swelling in the feet and ankles. I can't tell you how many times I have seen a patient in their home because they were hospitalized for AKI, or acute kidney injury. And the kidney injury was caused by nephrotoxic medications, namely diuretics, spironolactone, Bumex, Lasix. The president is definitely getting sicker. And we know he's not going to change his diet because he's such a fucking idiot. I think he's going to be around for 6 to 8 months tops. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Wow. 6 to 8 months top. God,
hopefully it ain't that long. Bubba, be quiet. Hopefully it's not. Be quiet, Bubba. No. 2 months, baby. No, shut up, Bubba. Okay. Yeah. It's when your soul ain't right, the Lord is gonna find a way. You know, I mean, that man is just evil. Just everything that he's been doing and saying, his actions. Just think about it. Let's honestly think about it though. All the stuff that he's done in the past few weeks, what if he is doing it because this man about to be out of here? The changing of the history. Because let's call it what it is. He's literally trying to change history and erase slavery from history. I mean, come on. Then revoking Kamala stuff. I mean, he's just doing a lot of BS, man. He really is. Look at that.
Man. That's like mortician's wax already. How y'all put mortician's wax on a living man? Anyway, go ahead.
And then it's not even blended right. Come on, y'all.
That's laziness, right?
I mean, lazy.
I don't understand that. Like, they don't have like skin natural neutral tones for I know they do for white folks. It took us a generation to get it for black folks.
I was about to say, Ben, yes, they do, because the stuff started for the Caucasians. So I'm like, for the simple fact that he can't get the right blending, that just goes to show either
incompetence.
Either he did it himself, or he said, "Hey, I need somebody go get makeup for my hand. I don't care what it is, just put it on. I don't care. It don't even match, bro."
Look, man, that's like exactly like what color does he? Or unless they try to match his real color instead of the orange color that he puts on a regular basis. But even that, like, that's like, come on, that's something the kid, he did that himself. There's not a professional makeup artist or doctor in the world that would let a president of the United States go out with his hands looking like that, thinking it's covering up and hiding something. Like, what are we doing here?
And then as you see, like, I'm thinking after these pictures came out with the hand looking like that, then the next ones you see where it's no hand. Yep. And even when he's sitting behind the desk, it's coming like, okay, this man cannot stand when anybody talks about him. He's so childish, bro.
Look at this, man. And look, man, like I don't rejoice when people are sick or dying, man. There's a lot of really, really, really good people on this planet who are dying for the same condition that Donald Trump is dying of. And I don't want to make light of the situation. You know, there's a lot of folks who struggle with the same exact health conditions. And if we're not careful as we get older, we may very well suffer some of the same fate. But we're not evil bitches like he is. We're not devils. Right. We're not wishing. I don't wish evil on him. I just wish his evil will be gone. Right? If his evil could be gone without him having to die, then you know what I mean? Then so be it. But if he's got to die for that evil to be gone, and then there's the other part of it, right? There's JD Vance, who I think is even more evil than Donald Trump. Like JD Vance is like this Sith Lord in waiting. He's waiting for the opportunity to go in and be as evil as he can. Go ahead.
The pad one, the pad one,
the pad one.
But you know what though? My thing with JD Vance, I feel, and I saw a video where somebody said this. He's like, yeah, he's probably worse than Trump, but when he gets in office, he's not gonna have the look at him. He's not gonna have the same. They said he doesn't have the same personality and the same amount of power that Trump would.
That's
so in theory, I think that MAGA will still fall apart because he's not going to be able to keep up. He doesn't have that personality, and he's so incompetent himself. He's going to be stupid.
So incompetent. I'm not sure that I agree that he's incompetent. I think that he is. He's in terms of doing what Donald Trump did. I think he's incompetent. I don't think that he can pull off what Donald Trump. Everything. So let me start here. I agree with everything that you just said, but I just want to qualify something. I do agree that he's not going to be able to keep MAGA together. There's going to be too much of a power struggle. He's not going to be able. See, Donald Trump does something in real life, in person, that JD Vance is not able to do. Donald Trump is an abuser. He is a person who will violate your proximity. He will get right in your face, and he will lie right to your face with no regard for fact. He doesn't care about any of that. JD Vance is not groomed and raised like that. Like JD Vance actually thinks in a way that is malicious, yes. Malevolent, yes. Evil, yes. But JD Vance calculates. Donald Trump only calculates one thing. How can I get away with it? That's it. That's the only thing Donald Trump thinks about. How can I get away with it? Oh, I raped somebody. How can I get away with it? I stole money. How can I get away with it? I didn't pay people. How can I get away with it? He doesn't care about anything but how can I get away with it. JD Vance likes to think that he's smart. JD Vance doesn't want to come off as stupid. Donald Trump doesn't care about that at all. Donald Trump said, I don't care if I look like a complete moron as long as I get away with it. So in that way, I don't think that he's going to be able to do what Donald Trump did. But he is going to be an efficient, evil president. And that part I am concerned about.
And the bad part about it is JD Vance would be a cute white man if he just wasn't so damn evil.
I will not journey with you down that road, black man.
And I don't date white men, but he would be able to get it if he wasn't such an asshole. At that point, you're a damn, like, you just canceled yourself out.
Goodness, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Man, you know I ain't got no damn sense, man. Bro, come on, man. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm laughing extra hard because you said you don't date white men.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm single now. Maybe I need to start. You know what? Let me shut up. Let me be quiet.
I ain't never dated a white woman either, man.
What's the big, like what? You know what?
No offense to the white women in our audience. It's just never been all the white men for Bubba's, but it's just never been in my. It's never been in my.
And that's what it is. Jonathan and then Lanzetta said it. It's the smoky eyes. You got the smoky eye thing.
We are not going to sit here and objectify.
Like, can you see him calling me, "Hey, Bubba"? Come on. It might be cute.
Bubba. No, let me stop. Bubba. And don't let him think you a couch. Oh man, it is on. He gonna wear your black. What are we doing?
Ben,
what are we doing? Jane, no. Rebecca, come back, Rebecca. What has happened? Pause, Tyler Hackett.
Becca would probably say the same thing. Becca might he might be a cute white man, but it's not my thing.
See, Rebecca be liking white people. Like,
We love you, Rebecca, everyone watching.
Rebecca always complimenting on white men's looks. She's like, Ben Shapiro has this look about him. Now I'm like, wait a minute. Are we objective? We're lusting after Ben Shapiro. I got you lusting after JD Vance. She's lusting after Ben Shapiro. And all I'm trying to say is Black Power or something. I don't know what.
Jonathan, shut up.
Wanda said, get Rebecca back here.
ASAP.
Okay, we got to get out of this. What's the next story? Hang on, let's get this man off the screen because I don't need you lusting after this devil.
He looks like a bear over there. It's not even Bear Week yet.
I'm mad because I've been hanging out with you long enough to know what bears and bear weeks
are. Oh, God, man. You
I shouldn't know what any of that is, James. But we've been boys long enough.
I've corrupted Ben so bad. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pastor.
Did you know, if we're talking about Pastor, did you know that in the Bible, there were temple prostitutes? Where prostitutes would work right outside of the temple, and some of the priests, some of the pastors would come out and hire prostitutes. I didn't learn until 2 weeks ago that there were also male prostitutes in the Bible,
brother,
in the temple, or the male priest.
Ben, there's something that I've been wanting you to look at.
You want me to break it down now? Because I can break it down for you.
So I'm gonna send you this video, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. And because when she talked about it, I'm like, wait, I didn't really think about it like that. Hold on, Ben. Of course, my internet is acting up, but I'll send it to you. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got it already? Because look, man, like I don't laugh so hard this morning. I'm ready to. The show is over. We good. We done did what we came to do. What do y'all want to talk about? I'm done. All I want to talk about was the fact that Donald Trump is still alive, and they did that to Kamala Harris, and there's this big controversy that's brewing on the left. I guess I'll talk about it. And it's the story from wired.com. I thought really hard about not talking about it. And let me share it. I'll put it on the screen because it's the big, it's the big hoo-ha-ha, like brouhaha is the word I'm looking for. Brouhaha over here on the left with all of my friends and comrades. It's a dark money group is secretly funding high profile Democratic influencers, an initiative aimed at boosting Democrats' online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content. So this is like a real big story in progressive and leftist and Democratic spaces. All of the top influencers that are like neoliberal, they are caught up in this. And I want to talk about it, but I also kind of don't want to talk about it. But since I'm already out of content, all the good stuff is already gone. We might as well hit that a little bit. But send me that link. What link you got? Oh, you already sent it.
Yeah, I already sent it. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to segue first to this, and then we'll get back to it.
Did you know that the word homosexual wasn't in the Bible until 1946? Before that, the original 1 Corinthians 6:9 referred to exploitation like older men with young boys. But when the Revised Standard Version was published in 1946, they changed the wording to make it about same-sex love instead. And that one mistranslation became fuel for decades of fear and shame, not because God said so, but because a group of translators did. And it gets better. In ancient cultures, long before church and colonization, queerness wasn't shamed. It wasn't even taboo. Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, and indigenous communities around the world, gender fluidity, sacred union, and same-sex love were seen as natural and divine. So what changed? A system that needed clear-cut lines, man versus woman, gender roles, order, hierarchy, obedience, because people who live in love outside the box are a threat to systems that depend on control. So they rewrote the story. Again, turned queerness into something to shame and divine fluidity into something to fear. But let's be real. LGBTQIA plus souls carry truth. They are living proof that love is multidimensional, that spirit cannot be boxed in. And the worst part, a member of the 1946 translation team admitted the mistake, quietly, in a letter, in 1983, but the church never took it back. Wow. And just decades of that one mistranslation was enough to turn the masses against an entire community. Again, enough to convince millions that queerness was dangerous. People deserve to be punished just for existing, and the system knew it. Turns out it wasn't God who was against queer people, just a bunch of men with control issues and a pen. Super weird.
Super weird. So, James, you
break
just
it down.
You gonna put me in the hot seat, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about church folks. There's two things church folks believe in more than the blood of Jesus. I want you to hear that what I just said now. Church folks believe in two things more than the blood of Jesus. Now, where I'm from, the blood of Jesus covers it all. But there's two things they believe in more than the blood of Jesus: hell, and that God hates gay people. They will overturn the entire church. They will burn a church to the ground. They will fire the pastor if the pastor tells them that hell is not a literal physical place. Or if the pastor tells them that there is far more to sexual fluidity and queerness in the Bible than what we have perceived or been taught, right? And there's far many more misconceptions. And you put me in the hot seat now, where I'm like, to a certain degree, I guess now I'm responsible to talk about it because you've asked.
Sorry, brother.
So you go from lusting after J.D. Vance, who was a devil, by the way, and now you put me in this hot. So let me instead of me running headlong into it, pause. Why don't you?
What is wrong with Ben this morning? Okay, go ahead, Ben.
What are your thoughts about it, and what would you ask a pastor about this video?
Basically, what are your thoughts and how do you feel about this? One thing that I've always looked at with the Bible is it's a book that has been passed on through several centuries and many thousands of years. And I'm sure that the translation of the Bible somewhere down the line has been mistranslated. When she said this, I'm just like, oh, wow. So that kind of bought like that. So wait. Does that mean I was right a little bit? It's like, does that prove that it was correct? And my thing is, where do you even find old versions of the Bible that don't have these changes? Because I'm sure now at this point, those don't exist anymore. I'm sure they're somewhere, but where would they be?
Okay, so and to Ralph's point, this is something that I honestly. So right now I'm in a series, just so everybody, I'm sure everybody already know, but you know me, I be liking to promote stuff. I'm in the series on why Christians can't be capitalists, and it's a 36-week, 36 lesson long series. This what we're talking about now. I believe it requires the same kind of methodical approach. Let me address a couple things. Yes, the Bible has been misinterpreted in many, 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 many ways. The idea that the Bible is infallible, meaning it's perfect, and that it is the direct word of God and there's nothing missing, nothing broken. I give that phrase specifically because you can go to a lot of churches today and they'll say, and look how close my Bible is. Like, I got my Bible right there. I got Bibles everywhere. And they'll say, hold up your Bible. This is God's word. It's perfect. It's infallible. It's inerrant. There's no errors. There's no contradictions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That entire idea did not come into being until 1978 from a theological school in Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
We think retroactively that this has always been the case about the Bible. That principle didn't come until 1977, 1978, but certainly from a theological school in Chicago. That's number one. Number two, there are intentional revisions that have been made by white men that we know without a shadow of a doubt. For example, when the King James Version of the Bible was translated, they took out the name of a woman apostle by the name of Julia, and they changed it. They changed the L to an N to Junia to make it masculine so that it would not give the appearance to the world that women had the right to have power and authority in the church.
Wow.
So they completely erased the woman's identity and they misgendered her, changed her from Julia to Junia. And that's in the New Testament with the Apostle Paul. So, I mean, and that's just one example of like 100 examples that this happened. Number three, King James hated women so much that he helped assassinate his own mother.
Wow.
So if you really want to pause and reflect on like what type of influences are in the Bible that we know today as it has been, put together, you got to start with those realities, right? Now, I go much further than what this sister says here, and I'm really careful, not out of fear, but out of being methodical, as well as being wise. Because like I said, there's two things Christians believe in more than they believe in the blood of Jesus. That's that God hates gay people and that hell is real. If you tell black Christians that hell isn't real, it's not a physical location. If you tell them that, oh man, they'll chase you out the church with pitchforks and torches. Right. If you tell them, like I just told you, that there were male prostitutes serving the male priest at the temple, then they freeze in their tracks. They're like, and it completely shatters their whole, not just black folks, but all Christians, their whole framework. But here's the biggest one that I'm working on, that I'm going to preach a sermon on: the entire story of Sodom and Gomorrah. The entire story of Sodom and Gomorrah is, you remember the Rorschach, I can't even pronounce the, what's that? The Rorschach, Rorschach test is where you, Rorschach, thank you. Yep. Good Lord Almighty. Where you look at an ink blot and you interpret what you see. Right. That's what the story of Sodom and Gomorrah is. Because let me ask you a question, James. The story goes like this. Two angels come to the city of Sodom, and they are told by Lot to come stay at my house. They go to Lot's house. The angry mob comes through the city and says, send out those strangers so that we can have sex with them. And then Lot was like, no, don't do this. Here are my daughters. They're virgins. Take them and do with them as they please. Now, James, at first glance at that story, does it register to you and say, oh, the problem with this narrative is A, same-sex attraction, B, gang rape, C, there's two answers to this, by the way. One, all right, is it the same-sex attraction that's the problem? Is it the gang rape that's the problem? Or is it the treatment of women such that you would throw them out to an angry mob to satisfy them instead of letting these angry mobs attack a man? The answer is B and C, right? The problem is not the same-sex attraction that's a sin in the book of, in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. If you see that as the problem and ignore the fact that there was a roving mob of men who were going around the city raping people whenever they wanted to, number one. And then two, Lot turns around and says, here's my daughters, take them instead. If you don't see those as problem, you fail the Rorschach test. So there's a lot to it, but we can build on it from there. So
absolutely, because it was, I forgot where I saw another interpretation of it, and they were like, they focused on the homosexuality or the same-sex attraction, but like you just said, Ben, these men were raping everybody. Okay, they didn't discriminate on man, woman. They were just raping everyone that was in the city. So for that one area to be Sodom and Gomorrah is where all the gays went, and there was all a bunch of homosexual activity going on. It was like, okay, that's all what we were taught to believe. We were growing.
That's it. Not the gang rape.
Right.
Not the raping of women, but same-sex attraction. And it's so bad that the word Sodom itself has now become sodomized. It's automatically associated with male on male sex versus what's in the narrative, which is here's a city that is so corrupt, a city with no law, with no order, and everyone is at risk because here is a roving mob of men who were able to go and do anything they wanted to everybody in that city. But no, they minimize it and say it's the same-sex attraction. So anyway, long. There are many layers, and I'm not gonna lie. Like it has taken me years personally. I don't know if I know we knew each other in college, and I didn't know. I didn't know until you left college. When did you come out, James?
It probably would have been maybe my fourth year being there, maybe. And even then it was still like, I'm DL, what they call
Right.
it. And then it was more so it was levels then. So it was undercover, so when nobody know, but you did your thing on the low. Then it was bisexual. It's like, yeah, I like both. And then after a while, it was like, you know what, F it, I'm just gay. And then when the internet came out, you're like, man, I ain't got time to be worried about who knows, who doesn't know. I'm
Right.
living my own life. Let me live my life like I want to. So after that point, then it's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No. So I didn't know. So I asked you that because in college we used to hang out. I didn't know you were gay. I left.
Yeah.
I left Cookman before your senior year. I left after
Yeah.
2 years. But me personally, I had to grow out of homophobia. I had to grow out of that bigotry. And it's crazy. I didn't learn that bigotry in church though. A lot of people do learn that in church for sure, but I just learned it because that was the times. You know what I mean? Like one of my favorite movies, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It shocked me the other day when I was watching it, and they just dropped the F-bomb in there like it was nothing. Like that's how we grew up in the high school, in the community. It was just like, you get it from there. And it took me many years to like just pause and reflect and really start thinking about these things. And then once I crossed that threshold, I start reading the Bible again, and I'm like, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's a lot in here that is not being taught to us simply by omission. They leave it out. And we're going to get to the story about the leftists in a minute, y'all. But here's the scripture, Ezekiel 16:49-50. Now, this was the sin of your sister Sodom. She and her daughters were arrogant, overfed, and unconcerned. They did not help the poor and needy. They were haughty and did detestable things before me. Therefore, I did away with them as you have seen. Now, Ezekiel clarifies what the sin of Sodom was. I still don't like this translation because it lays it at the feet of women, she and her daughters. The fact of the matter is, it was he and his sons in Sodom that were doing all the crimes. But there it is. Anyway, we don't went from just clowning to deep theology.
Hey, it's levels, man.
Levels to this thing. All right. Let's get to this story because I know a lot of people in the audience are deeply engaged in this story about the left, about these progressives, and not really progressives. Let me correct myself. These liberals who are a part of this company called Chorus, CHORUS, that was founded by Brian Tyler Cohen, who is a big time influencer. You probably see his stuff all over the internet, and I got videos of all of them replying. But this is an article written by someone I'm friendly with on Twitter. We follow each other. I done read my last free article. God, dog, bump y'all. Hang on, let me scam my way around this real quick. I know how to do it, but Taylor Lorenz is the author of this article, and she asserts in this article that there's some really bad things that are going on. That Democratic major donors are funding left-leaning voices that are carrying the party line. And the accusation is that this is being done without transparency, that this money amounts to quote unquote dark money, which is money that's donated that nobody knows where it comes from. She then compares what was happening with this company to what happened. I don't know if you remember the story about the Russian influence money that came to the United States, and they were getting paid $100,000 per episode or some ridiculous amount of money. So she compared it to that. And, I can go through all the details of the article, but the gist of it is that there are influencers who are in Democratic spaces that are getting paid really good money to make content and to share stuff on social media that is pro-Democratic Party. Now, before I go too much deeper and further, what's your first reaction to those, how it's being framed?
Without reading the article, I would say, first question would be, is this a bad thing? And I say that because Democrats need some kind of funding, because to me it just seems like they're not doing anything. But I'm guessing the other question is, What is this funding being used for? Is it used to do good and to elevate the Democratic Party, or is it being one of those things where y'all shut the hell up and don't say anything, and we'll keep giving y'all money?
Well, so that's the rub. You nailed it. And I'm trying to pull up this article again. I read my last one and I can't share it from the other screen. But the accusation is that they are not allowed or permitted to discuss certain things. Now, I have plenty of reply videos, and I'm going to share them all. Most of the content creators who are named in this article came out and said that's simply not true. We've been able to talk about X, Y, and Z. And matter of fact, you nailed the gist of it, and I'm sure other folks in the audience will probably put up some comments. So what I'm going to do now is I want to play some of the reply videos because they explain it best. And I'm going to start with Tyler Cohen, because he's the founder of Course. And he makes his case. I'm going to play all the different videos, and everybody can make up their own mind. I think you nailed the core problem, though. To what extent is this a bad thing? Well, the article makes it, it lays out, it makes its case that this is bad. This is wrong. This is not something that should be done. But if we keep it real, this is done and has been done by Republicans for decades. I mean, 20, 30 years, Republicans have been paying right-wing influencers, right-wing radio, right-wing media. And if you look at the 2024 election, we lost because of media. That's why we lost. Their control over social media, control over radio, the control over podcasts, we simply lost. And Democrats have not been funding independent media. They simply have not been putting money in independent media. Now, if you ask me, my rub would be this. This would be my friction is they're putting the money into the wrong influencers.
Yep.
They're putting the money into to influencers who aren't going to challenge the Democratic Party, but of course that's what the Democrats would want, who aren't going to actually fight against imperialism and all those kind of things and don't have what it takes to actually take down fascism. That's my take. The structural thing, I'm kind of with you. Like this, when in Rome, you got to fight like the Romans. You can't be in a system that is as corrupt as the American political system and walk through completely virtuous and expect to actually be able to fight against these devils. But here's Brian Taylor Cohen. Let's listen to his explanation.
Being an internet troll, more attention, I want to address a piece that Taylor Lorenz wrote yesterday for Wired. An initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content. Literally nothing in this statement is true. The article is about Chorus, which is a nonprofit that I helped found to build up a creator ecosystem, which everybody says they want, but few are doing. So here's what Chorus is. It is a scholarship program to teach creators how to grow their accounts, foster engagement, launch their own shows, and become profitable on their own. It's an incubator program to build the pro-democracy ecosystem. Influencers and creators have never been more important when it comes to how Americans are consuming their news. The right has been doing this for years, and the left needs to catch up. That's why we're doing this with Chorus. So let's talk about what Chorus is and what it's not. Chorus does not pay creators for content, does not tell them what to say, it does not control who they talk to or work with, and there is absolutely nothing in the contract that could even be reasonably interpreted to say that we do. Period. Full stop. I don't know a single creator who would willfully sign up for a program that would tell them what they can or can't say. That's not what this program is. We pay people to show up to workshops and technical trainings to optimize their content online. For example, we've got trainings on how to package content for YouTube, trainings on how to optimize audience retention for Instagram and TikTok, trainings on how to form an LLC. Again, there are zero restrictions on their content. And by the way, the program works. In just 2 months, our cohort has added a combined 6 million followers, that's not including me, and seen their views and engagement grow. That is the point of the program.
All right, I could pause it there because he's going to go on for another 4 or 5 minutes. I want to bring up this brother who he and I have, we've had some really ferocious confrontations on Twitter. This guy right here, like we never really got along until and just opposing MAGA. Now we're on the same page and opposing MAGA, but in 2020, oh my God, me and this brother was going for blood.
Really?
But he makes his point and he's hilarious too. Let's listen to him. Oh, wait there. Where'd it go? Can we not hear it?
There you go.
Let me start off by saying this.
There we go.
Taylor Lorenz, you're a piece of shit, and I don't know how you can call yourself a journalist without even doing a lick of fucking research. You're just thirsty. So I want you to drink this up. You said in your article that we are not allowed to disclose the fact that we are cohorts of chorus. If that's the case, then why did it November 20th, to be precise, 2 weeks after the election, I had a donation link and a video disclosing the fact that I was trying to partner up with Chorus where we were trying to get funding. There was a donation link and it's still up there in my bio. This isn't breaking news. My followers know. Everybody knows. We hosted forums. I'm confused on how this is news. And secondly, you wrote about Chorus before. Did you not write an article saying that they weren't paying content creators, Chorus isn't doing anything, that content creators feel like they're not getting paid, they're doing free labor, this, that, and the other? So which one is it? Are we getting paid? Are we not getting paid? What the fuck do you really know? Thirdly, and apparently, we're not allowed to bash Democrats or actually give them any type of constructive criticism. However, I swear I'd be on damn Bernie Sanders' ass like flies on shit. I do recall.
Well, that's why we always never got along, because his arguments are not really the good faith arguments against Bernie. But I'm not here to, again, like he and I, we ain't got no love between us. However, I think his point was really clear. The article accuses them of not being able to even admit that they're a part of the program. But all of these content creators have been announcing that they are part of the program the entire time. And I remember very clearly when they announced the program, like it was everywhere across social media. I didn't sign up. I didn't apply. I didn't care to apply because I'm like, these aren't my people. Brian Taylor Cohen, he's fine. He's cool enough, right? Whatever, but he's not my people. This guy, like we've had nothing but conflicts between us. And maybe we have like 3 tweets that we liked in common and retweeted, right? So it was never, but then there was the other thing. Like I felt at the beginning when I saw it and I saw who was involved, I was like, well, maybe the thing is, maybe I'm not going to be able to talk about Gaza. Maybe I'm not going to be able to criticize the Democratic Party, et cetera, et cetera. But here's one content creator who literally is a part of the program, and this was her most recent content. Like she just put this out maybe a week or 2 ago. Let's listen to her.
There was some kind of global consensus that genocide was bad. The silence from Gaza isn't the sound of calm. It's the sound of journalists being unalived so their voices can't reach you. Cardinal Zuppi read the names of each child unalived by Israel in Gaza, and it took him 7 hours. Just saw that a teenage boy living in a tent among rubble was unalived trying to catch a box of flour that came falling out of the sky. Maybe I should listen to a New York Times podcast where people debate the definition of G-slide. The DNC just voted against a resolution calling for an arms embargo on Israel, even though 71% of Democratic voters support an arms embargo. It's another sign of just how out of touch Democratic Party leadership is today, because listen to this one quote.
And she goes on and on, or they, I'm not sure the pronouns, but they go on and on and on with their criticisms of the Democratic Party as well as the genocide in Gaza. So I'm like, okay, so maybe it wasn't that you couldn't say these things. Maybe they were just, I don't know. But there's a lot that the article from Taylor, it kind of leaves a lot to be desired because some key components of the article has been debunked. Here's why I think the article matters. And before we get too much further, I do want to share 1 or 2 more people who've had some really hilarious things to say about it. Where's this one brother who I think everybody should recognize him from TikTok. Hilarious brother, but let's listen to him real quick.
There's a lot of misinformation going on right now because there's an article published in Wired that says a dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers. That an initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content. Let me just clear this motherfucker up right the fuck now. Fuck the camera, I'm talking to you real. Nobody, and I mean nobody, tells me what the fuck I can and cannot say. I say what the fuck I want to say, when I want to say it, how I want to say it, and not a motherfuck body got something to say about it. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to spare you the details of the article because the article is long and boring as fuck, and it's also behind a paywall. Somebody sent me the actual article on a PDF file because who the fuck is paying for Wired? Nevertheless, she's talking about an organization called Chorus, which, by the way, who the fuck is that handsome man on the motherfucking website? Here's your first clue as to how this article is bullshit from jump, because she's framing it as she's outing this secret group of people. This website and Chorus as an organization has been public the entire time. They literally say their purpose right here. Chorus is recruiting, training, and supporting independent online voices and building the next era for online news and conversation. Not only that, but there's literally a huge button on the website that says join Chorus, where in order for you to join the Chorus creator community, There's an entire application process for you to even join, and they also tell you the benefits of joining Chorus. They say Chorus Incubator Program is a vibrant pro-democracy learning community for content creators. Participants receive a monthly stipend calibrated to the level of involvement you can commit to the learning sessions. Literally, that's when everything falls apart and you start understanding that Taylor really didn't out
Ben, I'm about to get a battery.
She
Ben.
saw public information and wrote an article about it in a negative way so that you could believe it. Then she tried to backtrack and be more specific. She said, point to me one video where any of these content creators revealed that they were receiving funding from the 1630 Fund, a dark money group, prior to our article. But then you find out that Taylor Lorenz is a reporter in her own residence cohort program, seen right here, where she is receiving a monthly stipend of $8,000 plus a $2,000 traveling bonus totaling $50,000 over 6 months from July to December. And the owner of the Omidyar Network, which she's a part of, Pierre Omidyar, gave $45 million to the 1630 Fund, same organization that she's saying is funding Chorus, that's a dark money group. The other thing is she wrote this article knowing that it would create a negative perception for Democratic influencers because now it just comes off as they're only saying this shit because they're paid. She literally named a girl in her article as being part of Chorus, but that girl makes content attacking Democrats all the time and criticizing them for their response in Gaza. I mean, literally, everybody's welcome. But it really sounds like his bitch is mad they didn't get accepted into the motherfucking cohort. Bitch.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, you getting the same amount of money just from a different organization. So it's just like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Because shit, I wish I would have known about Chorus. I would have signed up my damn self.
Listen, and again, I knew about it the day they dropped it because I follow all these people. Like I've been in DM chats with Brian. Matter of fact, there's one other guy who's implicated in this, and I mention him from time to time. David Packman. He and I go back at least a decade. Not the friendliest of terms right now, but we do speak. The reason we don't probably don't get along that much these days is obviously Gaza, right? But I know him. I know the other folks. And so here's the thing. It's like, it was a very well-known project when it came out. There's no question about that. I simply didn't apply because of my assumptions. One was an assumption. The first thing is that like, these are not people that I would, I don't hang out with them. I mean, no harm, no foul. They're deeply liberal. And liberalism has its place, but I'm a leftist, right? And I oppose things that they don't oppose. And so that was number one. But my main assumption was they're going to try to put, a lock on what I can and can't say. I don't have time for that.
Right.
It looks like that was a bad assumption on my part because here's somebody who was getting $8,000 a month criticizing the DNC and Israel over Gaza. So I'm like, now in retrospect, maybe I should have applied for the program, man. 8 G's a month, like, come on.
Hello,
that is a lot of diaper bills and
okay,
and food in the refrigerator, but. But I like what Lanzetta said because I think this really covers it, saying that this is a dumb. Hang on, let me take this off screen. I see. So this is a nothing story. The left hates liberals, understandably. See, this is why I love this individual, and are using this to try to make some point. This is dumb.
Yeah.
I can't really. And all of my friends, man, I'm not gonna lie, like. All the people that I do run with, like people I'm on a network with now, like people who, I consider to be allies, comrades, and friends, they disagree with me on this. So it's kind of weird. Like the group that I don't really rock with, I'm kind of having to say, I got to disagree with my friends on this one to a certain degree. And again, I'm friendly with Taylor, like Taylor Lorenz, the person who wrote it. We have a couple of DMs going back and forth. We talk about artificial intelligence. Her primary reporting beat is technology for Wired. And so we talked about artificial intelligence and we're friendly enough. We follow each other and retweet each other's stuff. But I don't really feel like this conversation, this article, I don't think this article does anything for anybody except help MAGA, help fascism, and help, the very people that we're trying to, let me put the article back on the screen, the very people that we're trying to stop. I feel like limiting ourselves and saying that we will not engage with dark money at all during a time when all money in politics is dark money right now.
Yeah.
You know, very few campaigns are actually funded all the way through by reported donors. You know, you have the Bernie Sanders of the world who did that, right? And so shout out to him. I don't think Bernie Sanders in either campaign took any dark money. And I'm pretty confident I can say that without making a mistake. So, you know, good on him and shout out to him. But we're talking about a period where corporations are treated like people. Corporations are treated like they have free speech, and they can pour hundreds of billions of dollars into campaigns and to independent, quote unquote, independent media. And all of that money is going to fascism right now in terms of media. All of that money is going to right wingers. All of that money is going to MAGA. All that money is going to the very people that we are fighting against. It doesn't seem wise to me for us to say, hey, let's not do that while it's being done to us. It ties our hands in a very critical time.
Agreed. And somebody said it best. I mean, let's look at it. This is what Republicans do all the time. They have millions, probably billions of dollars in dark money that they come through. Hence why they own the media and able to push all the rhetoric that they push as much as they do. But us, on the other hand, I get so disappointed within the Democratic Party because all the stuff that's going on, and it's just always one of those things like, what is our party doing? Like, why are y'all not saying anything? Why are y'all not stepping up to the forefront? Y'all letting this man get away with everything. I'm just like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Now, I put this comment on the screen from Del Sol Verde. The money comes from Zionists. Well, that's the whole thing with dark money. We don't know for sure. We don't know who those primary donors are to the 1630 fund. We know where it's been distributed. We know it's been distributed partly to this group, of course, but we don't know that they're Zionists. That's the whole premise of dark money. Now, here's the other thing. If Zionists are funding this and that sister is out there attacking Zionists with Zionist money, that's based as hell. Like, that's like, you know, if you're going to take money from bad people, do good things with it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that, to me, that's the true hustle. That's like Snoop. When Snoop took, like, I think $7 million to go perform for Donald Trump. Had he got on stage and said, F Donald Trump, I would have been like, that's the way you take money from evil people.
Absolutely.
But instead, he got on stage and proceeded to kiss Donald Trump's butt.
Proceeded to shuck and jive.
for the dollar. So anyway, that's the big brouhaha in Twitter and influencer. And but you said something important, man. And this is the other thing. I'm going to put one person back on the screen because I want to be fair to this brother, not because I have to be, but because I said something at the beginning that has to be, I need to be fair on. At the beginning, I said, well, my problem with this is that they're giving the money to the wrong people. Like, they're giving it to people who aren't going to actually, you know, win this fight against fascism.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Brian went out there and got that money. He started the company. He went out there. He found donors. He gathered money from 1630 Group. And so if the problem I have with it is that it went to the wrong people, then the solution to that is I should have went out or to still go out and find money and give it to the right people. He went out there and got it and gave it to the people he chose. Who am I? I mean, how can I judge him for doing with the money what he went? Like, that's him. He did the work. He built the company. He started it. Like, I'm having a hard time finding a reason to be mad at these people, man. Yeah. I'm trying. I did my best. I read the article 3 times. I analyzed it with AI, and I sat back and said, I'm really having a hard time finding a reason to be as angry with these people as the internet is right now.
So what it almost sounds like, maybe Taylor is maybe jaded because she didn't get offered the money.
Well, I think it's oh, James, why do you always lead me to saying more than I plan on saying?
I'm sorry, brother Ben. You know,
be leading me to
thinker.
You be forcing me to say stuff I didn't have any intention of saying. So let me put this on the screen. This was an interview that Taylor just did yesterday with, as you can see, I've really been into this, right?
Yeah.
Glenn Greenwald. She just went on Glenn Greenwald yesterday. Now, I know Glenn Greenwald. I've done work with him, with his company. They hired me to do like a whole series of stuff, paid me well. It was great back in the day. Then he and I had a falling out, and he's blocked me on Twitter because he is, you know, he's to me, he uses free speech as a way to help fascism. You know, he's the kind of guy who's like, oh yeah, no, sure. Let everybody, if they want to say the N-word on Twitter, if they want to call, whatever for the end of democracy on Twitter, they want to do all these kind of things. Let them, it's free speech. How dare you silence them? Meanwhile, fascists are using that to destroy. And so I called him, like, I know him well enough to get on a call with them. And I called him and I was saying, you can't really believe the shit you're saying. Excuse me. You can't really believe the stuff that you're saying. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, no, I actually do. And I said, well, we have a fundamental disagreement. And from there, it just went down the hill. She went on his show yesterday, and I don't have this. This is the whole 40-minute interview, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me if I'm not able to find the exact moment. But in this video that you can watch on YouTube, this is what the two of them said: that the media that comes from the right, Joe Rogan, Andrew Schulz, all the different podcasts, is authentic and grassroots as compared to the left, or this group from Course. They're not authentic and they're not grassroots. I got a and to Taylor's defense, this was framing set up by Glenn. And again, this is a whole 40 minutes, so I'm sorry I don't have a chance to like really pinpoint. I have to search and find it for you all, but you all can go to the YouTube channel and watch the entire interview for yourself so that you can see just how bad faith the arguments are against this project. Because if you tell me that you think that the right wing has authenticity and is organic and grassroots, you're already starting off with a lie to me. There's never been any authenticity in MAGA. It has always been, I mean, even since Rush Limbaugh, all of them have been flooded with corporate money from day one, square one. And if you're using that as a way to attack this program, it's just incredulous. It's just disingenuous. It's a bad faith argument. So anyway, that's where I am.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, I digress. I wasn't even going to talk about this story, but here we are, and
it's just weird. It's like, was she paid by somebody to put? You know what? Let me shut up, man, because you know me. I have a conspiracy theorist brain sometimes, and I think out the box. Without even reading the article, I'm like, yeah, I think outside the box.
Yeah. Here's a great question. To be fair, Pastor, which folks on the left are likely to have that much money? Historically, Dems have gotten their money from certain international contributors and the abundance left. This is partially very, very, very true, right? This is logically, this is what we're facing, right? When you are people who advocate against capitalism, who advocate for higher taxes for the rich, you're not going to find a lot of billionaires on our side of the equation who are willing to fund us. But oddly enough, this is an interesting intersection. I think everyone should, that I'm going to bring back Glenn and his face up for, because The Intercept is probably the best example. Intercept.com was funded by the same Omidyar, Omidyar, Pierre Omidyar, who is an Iranian billionaire who poured, hundreds of millions of dollars into pretty much leftist spaces. I think anybody who reads The Intercept, I remember when they were started, very progressive leaning journalism. So the money is there. The problem is that we really structurally have not, as progressive leftist voices, we've never really sought it, and we've never really went after it and grabbed it. It's not as much money as you would get if you were a neoliberal Democrat establishment Zionist. If that's your beat, you can go and get 10 grand a month to do whatever you're doing. And none of that is as close as what you would get if you go out there and do MAGA's work. You can get tens of millions of dollars in no time flat to get your media company off the ground. But we're not without some, people who would invest. Is it the same amount of money? No. And so we are at a structural disadvantage for sure. But folks, what do we do about it? Like we can't walk away and say, well, I'm a pure, well, here we go. I'll use myself as an example. James, our network is pure, isn't it?
Yeah,
we don't take no money from nobody, right? We
don't.
Man, we get on here and say whatever the hell we want to say. It doesn't matter if it's going against. It doesn't matter if we're going against the black church, the white church. It doesn't matter if we're going against Democrats, Zionists, neoliberals. It doesn't matter. We say whatever we want to say.
Yep, free to tell the truth and not care who doesn't like it.
You got rent ready for the first of the month, bro? Because it's kind of tight around here, bro. It's like, yeah. Do we have money to like promote this? Can we fund ourselves? Do we even pay ourselves for this work anymore? Like we're literally doing it for free. And so while we are authentic and we are pure and we don't take any money from anybody, well, hell, we got less than 400 people watching.
I was about to say, well, the Patreons and people that watch the show,
y'all
are literally our funding.
y'all keep the lights on and our various lights
on.
Right? In terms of scaling and growing and having the ability to fight on the national level the way that we should and could, we said, so there's a cost, right? There's a cost when you hold the line hell, I used to do work with so many people who wanted to pay me all kinds of money. And whenever I saw something that I didn't agree with, I'd blow the whole thing up, man. I was getting stacks upon stacks upon stacks to do one particular contract, but then I saw how they were doing labor, how they were hurting labor. And I blew that thing up so spectacularly. It was all over the news. I blew that thing up. I kind of used some of that money right back.
Okay. You remember the early iterations of the show?
Oh man. So it's a trade-off. Like the more authentic and the more pure you are, you get to hold up a banner. Like I don't think there's anybody in any space that actually can be as free as we are. But the price that you pay is you get marginalized and you get edged out. And so, I mean, that's just kind of what it is. But that never stopped us. We're still doing the work.
We're still doing it. And going to keep on doing it.
That's right. We're going to keep
on doing it. Till the wheels fall off.
Till the wheels fall off. Because number one, somebody got to do the work. And number two, it might as well be us because we're pretty damn good about it. So
yep, that part.
That's good. Look, man, you got anything else before we get out of here? I know you got a party to go to.
No, man. Hey, if y'all in Atlanta, day party at Bulldogs from 4 to 7. I'm going after there. And then Monday, I got a private event. I'm just all over the place. And Beer Burner Chronicles on Thursday. I should be there, even though I got another event. Oh, man. It's been so much going on. Let's see. Probably going to be doing like some resident DJing stuff coming up. I have an EEOC charges against me for discrimination, bro. It's a lot, bro. This one
discrimination.
One of my agents at work saying that I discriminated against her for asking her a question about when her return date was for FMLA. So it's the company being charged, but I'm mentioned, and I don't like that. Because I don't like people defaming my name. So Bubba will be looking into countersuing or whatever, because you're not going to defame my character and tell me that I'm not a good person, where I know where my heart, my mind, my body, my soul, my Lord and Jesus, Savior Jesus Christ knows as well too. So I won't be no victim to that just because you're having a bad day. But I digress. But other than that though, I'm blessed and highly favored. And I'm just glad I was able to be here today.
Hey man, glad man. You know we love you, brothers. Everybody sending you love in the chat room. Nothing but success for you, James.
Y'all.
Who's that? Orpheus said that sounds like some BS. Everybody that you
only knew.
Beehive baby said, "What the f, Bubba? What is going on?"
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Love you, Laura.
I'm sorry all that is happening with you, man. But listen, go out there and have a blast at that day party. Ain't nothing like a day party.
And man, this show ain't. And if you know, all the gays is in town, so it's this Sodom and Gomorrah today. And let me stop.
Wait
a minute. I'm so stupid.
Don't you go out there and get pregnant, man.
Man, I cannot. You know what, Ben? I'm not fooling with you, Ben. See, y'all say it's me. It's Ben. Ben is the ringleader, okay?
James, man, I can't. You know, I got nothing to say. I'm gonna play this music and get us out of here before I get.
Please do.
Before I get in trouble. Because all I said was nothing like a day party. Ain't nothing like a good day party. You know, back when, you know, I'm too old for it now. You know, I'm a pastor now. That's not my scene. You're not gonna catch me at a day party nowadays. But back before I was a pastor, man, wasn't nothing like going from bar to bar to bar with your people in just a day. It was,
and it's nothing like it because at that point, by 7 or 8 o'clock, you so drunk that you go home to get some rest and say that you're gonna go out later on. By the time you wake back up, everything over with. So but you're recovered and you feel refreshed and like, you know what? I feel like I can take over the world, even if it's like midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning. I feel like
that's how I know you're getting old. That's how I know you're getting old because there's 2 phases in life, right? The first phase was you only went to night parties. You didn't get up to go out. I never forget there was some nights I didn't get up to leave the house until midnight. I got up, woke up, go party, right? And then you get older and it becomes I need to do a day party, but you're still young enough to do the day party. And then the night party. James, you are at the stage where you're gonna do this day party, and then you're going to sleep.
That's it, bro. Like even though I'm DJing, it's like I know some other parties going on. No, Bubba's not going out. Bubba's bringing my ass back home. Last night I did a party. It was over like at 10. I came right home, man. When I tell you, I felt like I've been working out like the whole day. Like, woo, I'm tired.
Look, man, we too old to be in these streets. That said, everybody make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We love you, mean it. If you come to church, despite all of the shenanigans from this morning, we will be live tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. with lesson 11 of 36 of why you cannot be a Christian and a capitalist. So make sure you make your way over to service tomorrow morning. James, have a good time out there, man.
Man, I appreciate it, brother, man. I love y'all. Mean it.
Love you too, brother. See y'all next time. Oh, somebody asked where Rebecca is. Rebecca was on a sabbatical, but we just got word from her that she was intending to be here today. It was her nephew's birthday. She will be back next Saturday.
Yay.
So we probably won't have all this foolishness that we had today.
But I had a good time. I probably won't be here next Saturday as well because I have to DJ an event in Opelika, Alabama.
Opelika, Alabama?
Yeah, man. I tell you, all over the place, man.
You're all over the place. That's what's up, man.
The blessings have been falling. So yeah, so I'll be in Opelika. Okay.
Go make that money, man. Okay, all right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for like it or not. We'll be back to Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. We'll be back to Azor. Let's start this damn show like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin.